preparing a live stream here at Locher Media. Getting it ready, getting locked and loaded. Okay, setting up my meeting. We are now on YouTube. And now we are on for you out there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Daytime Today, the place where you get your entertainment news from daytime here on JLJ Media. We have my hosts that are coming on. We're going to talk to you about what's been going on this past week in the daytime digital worlds and other things. And I'm James Hart Jr., producer, director, host of this, not host, the CEO of this whole shenanigans. It's Sunday, Soap Sunday on JLJ Media. Let's welcome the hosts, Tami Goveia and Candice Mack.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Yoo-hoo.
Okay.
Candice, where are you? There she is. She has to make an entrance.
Oh, go girl.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yes. She's emulating Holly Golightly for this year's Halloween.
Yes, I'm also channeling my hope, my Princess Gina.
You Princess Gina. And I have my Halloween earrings.
That's so cute.
My little skulls. Oh, I love it. You look fabulous, Miss Candice. You look absolutely fabulous.
I swear, I was like, I was laughing the whole time because I was like, okay. I have a lot of boobs here going on.
Seriously, you should wear a tiara all the time.
I've been saying that since I was 5 years old.
Seriously, because it doesn't look like extra. It looks normal on you.
Thank you.
Seriously. Wow. I love it.
In another life.
In another life. Come on, this life. Gotta do this life. Okay, everyone, welcome to Daytime Today. We're so happy that you're joining us. It was a little bit of a kind of a quiet week this week, news-wise, don't you think? What did you think, Candice?
I think it was like 50-50. It was a little slow, but then it started picking up. We'll talk about it. Oh man, we'll talk about it.
Let's say hello to some people in the chat room. We have K Coco Candy. Hi. And of course, Mr. Kenneth Clark. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start off with some Ari Zucker news. So, obviously Ari's been on Days of Our Lives for 5,000 years as Nicole Walker. But now she is going to be starring in a film that's coming up called Monsters of California. So I'm going to assume this is some kind of horror movie, which honestly, I think that's every actor's dream, to be in a horror movie, right? To be able to
be in one.
Scream and like run for your life. I'm really excited for her. So it looks like Tom DeLonge will make his directorial debut on this coming of age sci-fi feature. He wrote this alongside Ian Miller. Looks like the film will be produced by the Cartel with Stryker Entertainment and star Richard Kind, Casper Van Dien, Ari Zucker, obviously, Gabrielle Ho, or Howe, Haugh. Now, she was she played Jade on Days of Our Lives. Yeah, so you and I were like, Jade, like, oh my God, Joey, Jade,
Jade.
That whole storyline.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of excited because I really like Jade. I mean, I like that character and I liked her whole, she had like this cool badass.
Like her cool chick.
Yeah, like she could rival Sierra. Do you know what I mean? Like hop on the bike and like,
oh yeah,
be this badass kind of girl.
Yes.
So excited to see Gabrielle, Camille Kostick, Jack Sampson, Jared Scott, and Jack Lancaster will round out this cast. So when we start getting some more information on this film, it's Monsters of California starring Ari Zucker. We will let you know if it's going to be streamed. Probably going to be streamed.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Everything is streamed now.
Yeah.
The Monsters of California. That sounds really good.
It does sound good.
I feel like that needs to be, so the sequel probably is going to be Monster of New York.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. See, I'm helping you guys out. We just go state. Yeah, Florida. Okay. All right. So obviously I'm dressed up. I really like this tiara.
I'm telling you.
When you think of a tiara and the red lipstick, Days fans, you think of a princess, Princess Gina, right? Which is an iconic character. Can we just agree on that right now? I mean, Hope Brady, yes, is iconic, but Princess Gina is also iconic. There's been a lot of iconic moments, Days of Our Lives, in 55 years. They'll be celebrating 55 years November 8th. Can you believe it? 55 years.
That's insane.
Of great characters, iconic moments. And you know what? Days wants to hear from you guys. Yes, you at home, right now. Can you imagine yourself dressing up as Bo Brady or as two of these wonderful people that's on this show, not me, who has dressed up before as Gabby with an eye? Okay. You guys remember that? Dishing Days, remember that?
Oh yeah, the wig episode.
The Abigail.
The wig show.
In another life.
Gabagirls.
Well, here's your chance to do two things. You can take a picture dressed as an iconic character, or you can submit a 2-minute video to NBC Days on Twitter and on Facebook. Now, there's no real rules except for the 2 minutes and whatnot. I don't know. I think you can submit as many times as you would like. What they're going to do is they're going to select some, and hey, who knows? They might even show it after the show. Yes. Come anniversary week. So here's what you do. If you want to submit #DOOL, DOOL 55 and NBC Days. So you can also be a part of Days celebration, 55 years. So I'm going to fill this out. Tami, who would you like to dress up, or what scene would you recreate? Remember, 2 minutes from Days of Our Lives, 55 years. 55 years.
I know. You know, I'm the most popular iconic moment, like when you take a fan poll, is Marlena's possession.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, if you take a vote, that's always like the number one, which is actually kind of fascinating to me. That something so supernatural happens to be the most iconic moment for them in 55 years. 55 years. And it's the possession of Marlena. So I don't know. I could probably get like some red contact lenses and get all possessed, and maybe
I'm telling you,
get like a wig. I actually am ordering a blonde wig, so this will actually come in handy. I could do the blonde wig and the fan, you know, so there's wind going through my hair as my possessed eyes. So I don't know. We'll come up with something. But I am just so thankful that Days is actually doing something to celebrate the anniversary, right? You and I were talking about this like a month ago. Like, hello, Days. When are you guys going to be doing something to honor this, like this moment in time? So I'm happy that they're doing this.
Yeah, and James, I would like to know, I think I know, but what scene would you recreate or take a picture of? Like, what would you be for this day's event, this moment?
Not what you would think. I actually would love to do the possession storyline. Marlena, not a hook storyline. I that storyline, I loved that storyline. I would love to be possessed by the devil.
Right? On the show. Let's just clarify that.
Not real life. Not real life. I don't want that real life.
Let's be, universe, we're just clarifying this.
It's clarifying for the show to recreate the show.
JLJ Media, possessed.
Yes, possessed.
I would say that, and me and Tami was talking off set here. Besides Marlena, definitely the Buried Alive when Vivian was like, "It's me, it's Vivian." Like that scene alone. I mean, there's been some great moments. Now that I got this tiara, I could be Sierra with the wedding. Like,
there you go. There have been many tiara moments on Days. Hashtag tiara moments. Tiara?
Hashtag tiara for life. Tiara. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Talking about Days of Our Lives, there's ongoing casting news from Days of Our Lives. The character of Theo has been in and out of conversation and in and out of the landscape for quite a while. Like, there's always phone chats with Theo and video conferencing going on, Zooms with Theo. Well, it looks like the character's actually coming back to Days. Now they have recasted it, and the actor's name is Cameron Johnson. So, I Googled him, and Mr. Cameron Johnson, and he's done a bunch of TV.
Yes.
So if you look, let me take a look at what
He was on Criminal Minds.
The
Mack.
Yeah, the Mack, Light as a Feather, but this is going to be his first daytime drama. And there was a statement that came out, it says, from his team, says Cameron is excited to be making his daytime drama, debuting on NBC's Days of Our Lives, stepping into the role of Theo. So this was on Soap Hub. They wrote up a little blurb. Candice, do you know when he's airing?
So some people are saying next week.
Okay.
But it's sometime in November. We do know that sometime in November. So either next week, the following week, but November. So he'll be here before Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, right? Gobble, gobble. I'm excited. I always liked the character of Theo. I always liked there was like triangles, and I always love that stuff. So I'm excited to see what Days does with this guy.
I'm excited for Theo coming back, but I'm not going to lie. I am curious as where they're going to place him.
Totally. What direction are they going to go in? Who's he mix in with? Yeah. Is it going to be a trip thing? Like what?
Yeah. And that's what social media is speculating, if he's going to be a part of that Trip and Allie storyline.
Allie and Theo, like I'm there for it. Like
I'm there for it.
I'm there for it.
You know, I just, the fact that Abe's son is back, I'm thrilled. I miss Theo. I'm wondering what has been going on, because I think the last time we heard from Theo, he was in Africa.
He's in rehab. Yeah. He was in
rehab. Yeah.
So now he's been all rehabbed and he's back, and hopefully there'll be some trouble he'll be stirring up in Salem.
There you go. Well, we'll see what happens. Right? Fingers crossed. All right. To my As the Wall Turns family. It has been 10 years since the finale back in September. I know it just feels weird even saying that. It's been 10 years. And throughout, the years after, we've missed everybody. Carjack, Barbara Ryan, the Hughes.
I wanted to be Barbara Ryan so bad. She probably inspired my short hair without even me knowing or realizing it at the time. I loved
Oh my God. I mean, so many moments from that show. And this Wednesday, October 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern, Trent Dawson, who played the man of Oakdale, Henry Coleman, and of course this guy, Alan Locher. I don't know if you guys know him. He's been doing big things on the Locher Room. James and him are friends. It's all good in the neighborhood. They're going to host a virtual reading of the very last episode of As the Wall Turns. Now, this is big.
I'm getting Can I just say I'm getting goosebumps right now? Like,
when
first
I tell
of all,
you,
just this concept, whoever came up with, let's do a reading of the last episode. Like, I want to cry because that's such a brilliant concept.
It's to the point where, I agree. When I saw this, I was like, wait, what? I mean, you're going to have Colleen Zink, Elizabeth Hubbard, Michael Park, Catherine Hayes, Dan Hastings. You're going to have some other surprises there. And the list has come out as we're doing the show right now. There's some more names being added. When I tell you guys, it's a mix of old cast members as well as the new cast members, the ones that came towards the end, that are going to be doing the reading. The show will be live streamed, like I said, this Wednesday, 8 p.m. on the Locher Room. Now, YouTube channel fans, listen up. You're going to have an opportunity to comment and ask questions to the cast. So don't think this is going to be one of those, you don't get to say anything. Also, fans interested in watching can also make a $15 donation, tax deductible, to KCS, which is Trent Dawson's theater group. We're going to post the link on our page, on our social media page. But here's another thing. You have to buy tickets by midnight. Tickets are going like hotcakes. October 26th is the due date, okay? So don't wait for having a day to this is one of those must see, must go events. I mean, 10 years in the making, the final episode.
So I'm wondering, they must have had to have gotten the okay from
Procter and Gamble.
To do that, right? For rights and that sort of thing.
I believing so, because I mean, I know that other shows done it, but they have to get the okay from, of course, the distributor, the network. So yeah, but I'm excited. I mean, Bob and Kim.
Oh.
I mean,
I know.
Seriously, I'm just gonna say it. Mar West better be there. We need to have redemption.
That's how I was introduced to her.
Oh my God!
As the World Turns, Carly, right?
And not for nothing. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't know, because like I said, there's some surprises. I wouldn't mind if they have Martha Byrne and Noelle Beck share the role of Lily.
That would be cool.
I would be fine with that. I think fans, you guys probably would agree. But okay, Wednesdays as the World Turns.
Yeah.
Locker Room. So speaking of Alan Locke, I feel as though like he comes close to being Soap Santa this year. That's close. I mean, I think just in time for election day, because that's happening pretty soon.
Yeah.
Alan once again brings you an interview featuring 3 stars from the former soap on CBS called Capital. Now, okay, I know what you're saying. What? For younger viewers, and I guess I should have been included, but guess what? I remember it. I told you, my family just put me in front of the TV. Capital ran from 1982 to 1987. Bold and the Beautiful actually took over that time slot.
Right.
And Capital was set in Washington, D.C. during the 80s, the Reagan era, the glitz, the glam, the scandal, nothing like now. I'm just saying. This Capital reunion has Katherine Hickland, who plays Julie. You guys know her, obviously, from Texas, and she was on Ryan's Hope for a split second. And, of course, Lindsay on One Life to Live. Nicholas Walker, who plays Trey, and Constance Towers as Clarissa. You guys know her as Helena Castanon. But, honey, 5-year-old Candice remembers this show. And there was other people. I mean, Grant Alexander, Terry Hatcher was on this show. I mean, there were so many people, and the cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger was so amazing.
Still mad at that cliffhanger.
I know.
5-year-old Candice is still bitter. So the trio is going to be on Locker Room on October 29th, which is that Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about their time on the CBS drama. And I'm thinking that the topic of Marge Doucet, who passed away.
Yeah.
I think it's been a year ago or earlier this year.
Or I think it was earlier this year.
Yeah.
I think so.
So I'm pretty sure they'll talk about her and John Cowboy. I mean, good grief. I mean,
I remember Capital, and I love that particular time slot. It was like one of the things that I look forward to, and I love any show that spotlights like Washington, like politics and like West Wing, like anything that's going on behind the scenes and all the drama and skeletons and scandals. And we were talking about favorite characters, and Sloane was my favorite character on Capital, played by Deborah Ferrantino. And again, it was just like when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. When you're a young girl, it's like, oh my God, I want to be her. So I'm really excited for this. I can't wait to see it.
I mean, if you think about it, Capital, and because the question, and I'm pretty sure you get this question, I know James gets this question, is if you could bring back at least 3 soaps, what soaps would you bring back? And of course, everybody would say One Life, All My Children, Gone Light, As the World Turns. I've always said Capital would be perfect to come back. And just the fact that it was surrounding, like you said, Washington, D.C., not New York, not California, not Texas, but, a place where it was a soap opera. I mean, politics is a soap opera drama, you know. So I'm intrigued, and the fact that Constance Powers, like, you guys have no idea how much I miss her.
I mean, this is an actress. She's such a powerhouse, and I miss her dearly on General Hospital, dearly. And so, just the fact that, you know, she's taking the time to do this, it's a big deal, you guys. It's a big deal.
Really
so make sure and tune in. Again, that's going to be Thursday, October 29th at 2 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, share the memories. They're sharing the memories of their time on Capitol, and it's going to bring back so many great memories as a fan. Looking forward to it.
So curious, did Sloan make it? Like, did she get killed? Is she alive? What I need, you know what? I need a follow up
On the character.
Yeah, because when we saw her last, she was like, to the people of that, and then all of a sudden, close up of her eyes, and it was like, did they hit her? Did she die? Like, I'm you know what? We're gonna find out.
CBS, hello.
Just saying, Capitol reunion, 30-something years later.
You know, one of the things we wanted to talk about too, and we missed this actually, I think it happened during the week, but we wanted to say some happy belated birthdays to, first of all, Marcus Coloma, who is Nicholas on General Hospital, and John Lindstrom. But just really quickly regarding Marcus, I remember when he made his debut as Nicholas, I was ready because I love Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, he's my boy, and I love him in anything. And so when Marcus came on the landscape, I was like this. You're going to have to prove yourself. And I'm really loving him. I'm really liking him. I'm loving the chemistry between he and Maura West. And I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. So I'm hoping that he's enjoying his time on General Hospital as much as we are enjoying him on the show, and hope that he celebrated a little extra hard, because he's got a great fan base on G.
He really does. He's a nice person too. He's really, one of those actors that does reach out to the fans. He does comment.
He engages, yeah,
I agree, and I do hope he had, especially the quarantine birthdays.
Oh, it's tough, but it didn't stop John Lindstrom from posting all over the place. He's another one that just loves to engage fans, and he looked like he was having like a football themed kind of birthday that his wife Katie had put together, and I just love the two of them together. So happy belated birthday, Marcus, and happy belated birthday, John. We love y'all. Also, it looks like yesterday was Doug Davidson's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from YNR.
Yes.
Who we miss so much. And today is Christopher Sean's birthday, who played Paul on Days of Our Lives, another one that we miss dearly. And happy heavenly birthday to Miss Jeannie Cooper, who, iconic Mrs. Chandler on YNR. Talk about sorely missed. Such a powerful energy and presence in daytime television, and thinking of you and the family.
Yeah, I had I kind of almost forgot today was Jeannie's birthday until I was reminded in my little calendar. And it's just one of those, like, Jeannie Cooper, real quick, was sort of my other grandmother. To many of us, she was our other grandmother.
Totally.
And she was probably one of the last broads of Hollywood.
Yep.
And again, that scene of her going upstairs and knowing that was the last, and Corbin Bernstein had posted saying, "Mom, I miss you." Jess Walton, pretty much everybody has posted, and what a lady, what a lady,
what a dame.
Yes, that's the right word. This actually, you know what? Taking it off, and I'm gonna give it to you and have it on. And then I'm gonna give it back. So, tis the season to be jolly. Isn't that what we're gonna start saying? Tis the season.
Ho.
Well, don't call me that. I mean,
not while you have the tiara on. I won't. No.
I guess No, I can't even go there. So of course, Hallmark. 'Tis the season.
Thank God for Hallmark. They're giving soap actors so many jobs. It's amazing. Like, I love it. I love it.
You have Jen Lilly, who's coming up with like 10 of them.
She's like the queen of Hallmark. It's great.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you have, last night was Christmas Tree Lane with Drake Hogerson. You're going to see that encore presentation all through the month until January.
Fans, can you believe Drake Hogerson did a Hallmark movie? Like, what?
He did it. Wait a minute, we're going to stop the show. This is the whole topic right here.
Right?
Drake Hogerson, who we've been asking for, seriously, I'm not going to say forever today because I know James was ready, but it's been like a minute. We've been saying Drake needs to play Santa Claus. He needs to play an elf. He needs to play a grandfather. He needs to play he finally, I mean, seriously, with Alicia Witt, who's another Hallmark staple, Christmas Tree Lane, which again, check your local listings. Deidre Hall. Now, her movie is supposed to be coming out sometime in November. Let me just break it down again. Deidre Hall, Hallmark, Drake, Hallmark. Wait. It gets better.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Wait, we said goodbye to this actress last week. Yeah, it was last week on Days. She posted a picture on Instagram reuniting with her former Days star, current Days star, Allison Sweeney. Kristen Alfonso, folks, is doing a Hallmark movie. It's going to be a part of the Mystery Chronicles that Allison is doing.
Yeah.
So that's coming out sometime next year. But Kristen Alfonso is now on Hallmark. Okay. Lindsay Arnold, who plays Allie, her movie debuts later on in November. It's still untitled, I believe. Salem Hallmark, Days promote. We'll do it for you.
Absolutely.
That's what they should call it. Salem. Let me see. How can they do it? A Salem Christmas and on Hallmark, or Hallmark Christmas and Salem. That sounds
Days on Hallmark. I don't know. Days of Hallmark. I don't know. I love it. So again, Drake Hogerson, Deidre Hall, Christian Alfonso, Lindsay Arnold, all on Hallmark. We will be giving those air dates. Drake's has already aired?
It came on last night, Christmas Tree Lane. So again, it should be encore presentations throughout the month of. I just realized we haven't even hit November yet. I was going to say throughout November to December, but hey, 'tis the season to be jolly. So thanks, Mark. Well, we couldn't do the show without having an alleged moment here, and allegedly, and I don't think many fans of this show are surprised. I know I wasn't, but allegedly, William Durai, who plays Julian, is gone off of GH.
Yeah, he's been released from his contract. And which if that's true, because again, this is allegedly, I'm super bummed because I love the character of Julian. And Candice, you and I have talked about this, how they really wasted so many opportunities in regards to that character. He was off the landscape for a while, and then they brought him back, and they brought him back as this Pontanel, and it's like, what is going on here?
Now, to kind of back up this statement, here's what happened. So about 5 days ago, he tweeted a tweet saying how General Hospital fans are smart and they can put 2 and 2 together like that. Okay. All right. The other day, he had put out a tweet that he deleted when a fan said, well, what happened to this story? What happened to this story? So the Brooklyn and Valentine storyline, because remember it was Brooklyn and Britt and all them with Julian, all of that got dropped.
Yeah.
And allegedly there's supposed to be a big explosive on a certain set. And allegedly 2 people will not make it.
We all love a good explosion.
Yeah.
It's either an explosion or anytime anyone gets into a car, someone's not going to come out alive. Like, you just don't drive in Port Charles. It's just like,
Really
call
don't.
an Uber or a Lyft or whatever, but don't get behind the wheel yourself because you won't make it to your destination.
Really
So
don't.
we'll see. But, and we had talked about this as well. If he does end up leaving the show, hoping he'll get snatched up from another soap opera. We would love some miraculous return to the Bold and Beautiful. Just saying.
I'm just going to say it
That
now.
ain't dead in daytime. So
I'm just going to cast him right now as, what was his name? Peter Blake on Days? What was the other guy? Peter. Oh God, Peter. His name was Peter. I gotta look at
Peter.
His name was Peter, but he was on Days. He was on Days like many moons ago. I can see William playing that character on Young and the Restless, a new hot, handsome executive or somebody to give some of the ladies kind of a thrill.
Yeah.
If they could bring him back to Bold, Bold, you would have to do a lot of explaining. Maybe you can take Flo off, but I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
We'll see. Will
see.
DeVry, we love you. So wherever you go, we will follow you. We will support you. We will promote you. We love you.
Yeah.
We'll see what explosive reveals come down the pike on General Hospital. Right?
The shit of it all.
One of the favorite little segments that we like to do, it's kind of brand new, is a fashion segment. And Candice and I both agree this week that it's going to go to, this is kind of surprising, it's going to Drew Barrymore. Yeah, it's going to Drew Barrymore this week. She posted her iconic character from Scream on her talk show.
I'm going to post it right. I'm going to
look. See, this is another.
No, this was 1995. This was from the movie. Okay.
I might get that wig too. I like that little.
Here's what she did. I don't know if you guys can see it, but she recreated the look or segment.
I love it.
If her character wasn't killed in Scream. And it was on her talk show, the Drew Barrymore Show, which, by the way, has gotten really good numbers, good ratings. So kudos to you, Drew. That's my birthday twin. Now, like I said, I think this, because obviously this week is Halloween. This definitely was my pick because, first and foremost, it doesn't look like she aged.
Not at all.
Let's just call it what it is. And I just love the fact that she brought this character into 2020 with the cell phone. If you have not seen the skit, go over to her website, thedrewbarrymoreshow.com, or go to her Twitter. But, we're getting into the Halloween spirit. And this was by far the best look. And shameless plug, tonight on CBS Sunday Night Movie is Scream.
There you
and
go.
She's going to be live tweeting.
There you go.
So there you have it, folks.
Oh, and Candice, David in the chat room says Peter Blake.
Peter Blake, thank you.
Peter Blake, thank you, David, for that. We appreciate it.
Thank you. See, I'm doing casting. I'm like,
there you go.
I'm really playing with this. Like, this is not coming off. I'm sorry, folks. I think I'm just going to wear it.
I think so too.
I
agree. So before we wrap it, guys, we just want to make sure that everyone is aware of all the soapy goodness that comes on JLJ Media on Sundays and throughout the roster. It's a very full and rich roster here on JLJ Media. But beginning with Forever and a Day, Candice, why don't you talk a little bit about that new Sudser created by y'all?
It's the hottest, the juiciest, the spiciest, the royalty. I don't know if that even made sense. Audio podcast on JLJ Media, Forever and a Day. Season 1 is now available on all streaming services, JLJ Media, of course. You can follow us at F8AD Podcast. And there's a Christmas episode coming up, December 18th. So Merry Christmas, because there's something that's about to go down. You think you knew everything. Oh, no. And then season 2 starts in February. And I can't tell you everything, but all I can say is be prepared.
I love it. Another thing you should be prepared for is more bold and beautiful audio opportunities and choices, because you can find the Bold and Beautiful mini spotlight, which we just aired a little while ago. It's Sundays at 12 noon. And that's with the creator of JLJ Media, Mr. James Ladd Jr., myself, and Miss Amanda Russ, who's the creator of the Bold and Beautiful podcast. We tape that again, 12 noon on Sundays. It's now on YouTube. You can go check it out. We do the recap for the week, and oh my God, there's a lot.
Did you guys have any blow up dolls or mannequins?
You know, there were some props that were brought on. We'll leave it at that. If you want to know more, you're going to have to tune in and then catch the recap, because it was tons of fun. Also, what's tons of fun is the GH Mini Spotlight. If you're a General Hospital fan, it's such a great recap show for General Hospital. You can find that live at 6 p.m. on Sundays. That's going to be with James, Frank. I don't know if Carla is joining
right now. So right now it is Carla's busy doing Superstore and some other stuff. It's James Ladd Jr., Frank Moran, Lucretia Lyon, and our guest tonight from the Port Charles Update podcast, Michelle and Melanie, their sisters. They're joining us tonight. Two podcasts together talking about General Hospital night. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be great because there's so much to talk about. GH has been really solid. It's been solid for a long time. So again, GH Mini Spotlight live Sunday tonight at 6 p.m. There's also the Y&R Mini Spotlight, which went live for the first time last week, or was it today?
Last week. Today was the second episode.
So last week was the first live. And are you going to continue going live, James?
The fans so far demanding it. I'm getting some nice numbers, so I think it's my number one. It's my number two. Something.
And that's Sundays at what time?
10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
10 a.m.
Eastern.
10 a.m. PST. All right. I love it. And then, so there's also the Bold and Beautiful Rewind, which is an audio only podcast, spotlights past characters and subjects. It's really a lovely time if you're a Bold and Beautiful fan to just go down memory lane and revisit some really nostalgic episodes and characters. So make sure and check that out. When's that come out, James?
Every Friday on JLJ Media's A Whole Lot of Drama Fridays. Okay. Comes out at the same time as GH Dirty Deeds, and a show that will be back at Christmas time and back next season, Forever and a Day.
It's perfect. Also on Fridays, whole lot of drama going on Fridays on JLJ Media. It's GH Dirty Deeds. Again, just like James said, GH Dirty Deeds spotlights the darker side of the characters of General Hospital. I think, James is always like, please, no more ideas, you guys. I already have a full plate. But I think Dirty Deeds needs to be across the board. I think we need more dirty character stuff from Y&R, Days of Our Lives, and Bold and Beautiful. Just saying.
Deeds Tuesdays. Yep. Dirty Deeds Tuesdays.
I'm already doing 4 audio series right now in various states of production. Leave me alone.
When's that clone going to be finished?
I'm working on them. I'm trying to work on them. That one clone didn't work out. It's like Multiplicity. It didn't work out. It's a little dumber than the other. So.
But Days of Our Lives fans, don't think you've been forgotten. Oh, no. Oh, no. If you head over to the official Edition Days YouTube channel, you can catch up with all of your favorite friends. Tony, Michael. Wait, James, are you going to be on tonight or no?
Nope.
Oh, man. Well, we'll see who else pops up over there with Tony Moore. By the way, did you guys see him? Like, he's been all over the place.
He's in the chat right now, causing trouble, sipping tea.
Hi, brother.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony. But you can catch up, like I said, with their recap on Edition Days, which is every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. They'll give you the whole lot of the lowdown of what happened in Salem. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to talk about something else that was a little bit The ratings.
Yeah.
For Dave's
Yeah.
fan. So we'll talk on this on social media about that. But yeah, definitely head over to the Dish and Days YouTube channel.
And make sure and subscribe if you're not, if you're a Dish and Days fan. First of all, you should have subscribed to the channel by now. If you haven't, please make sure and subscribe. I
have a question. Why haven't you guys subscribed? Have you guys been following JLJ Media? Have you done that? Have you been okay, see, you know what? I'm not going to be such a queenie right now. Sorry.
Please subscribe to JLJ Media. Please like and comment in the chat. We appreciate all the engagement. And oh, this is funny. As Tony says, we don't give a whole lot. We serve a full dish. Oh, love it, love
That's
it,
right,
love it.
He does.
That's, I love it. All right, you guys, that is a wrap for Daytime Today. Candice, where can the fans and the folks find you on the socials?
I'm going to change my social media to Queen Candy Poo. No, I'm not.
I love that.
You can follow me on Twitter at Candy Poo, Instagram at CandyMack82. You can follow me also on FAAD Podcast on Insta and Twitter.
And Daytime Today, everyone, if you're not following us, you can find us on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter at Daytime Today. We kept it super simple. So please like, comment, follow. The numbers make a difference. It gives us a stronger voice and a stronger platform. Share the love, share Daytime Today. You can find me on Twitter at Tami Goveia, Insta Tami.Goveia, and Facebook, Tami Goveia Official. But just go to Twitter, Tami Goveia. Super easy. Follow,
real easy.
Comment,
real easy.
Engage. It's fun. And that's it. Everyone, again, thank you. The chat room, Annie, Tony, Kirsten, Kenneth, David, Mary.
Love it, Annie.
We love all of you guys. We so appreciate the support. We are going to be off next weekend, but we will still be engaging on social media. So please make sure and check out what we have going on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. As always, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting JLJ Media. And until then, remember, let's be kind today. Let's be grateful today. And as always, let's daytime today. Thanks, everyone.